Alright, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I say Kalim Layo, Bashim Moshe, Bashim Mara Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, GMS will do rule and teach well. Today we're going to get into Proverbs, chapter 1. This is kind of thinking, okay, I need to talk about something, I need to get more videos out. I need to be in the spirit, right? So I was like, okay, going back, right? In the spirit, okay, Proverbs every day, that can be something, right? Because these are things that brothers have mentioned, so many times, if you, kind of, starting out, do Proverbs every day, do a Psalm every day. You should not be out here and not having topics of the videos, right? And of course, you got news. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the news. I'll just mention some things I saw. Haven't fully checked this out, but apparently, I think it's Afghani man. Can't remember what it was. It may have been South Carolina or some shit, but he threatened to do a mass shooting for ISIS, which we all know that's a psyop, right? We know that ISIS is all CIA funded. You go into the history of all those fucking groups, bro. It's all going back to us, man. When I say us, I'm not saying us as us brothers, GMS brothers. I'm saying us as in it goes back to the United States of America. I really won't say us because us in this truth, we live here, but we don't we're citizens, but we're not allied with your people. I don't really care regardless, I don't really care about this place like that, because we all know what's going to come down. It's going to get much worse. People complaining now, it's going to get worse, Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to receive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity, to give subtlety to the simple, to young men knowledge and discretion, right? Because that's just the purpose of this book is, what Solomon's writing, right? And really all scriptures are for this, to help us, to give us that rest, right? To tell us what we need to do. These are the words of the Most High, right? Like said so many times across Deuteronomy, that we should do this truth, and we should live. We should do all the commandments of this law and live in them. Right? Of course, we're not gonna do all the commandments all 100% on this side, but there's certain things that we absolutely can, will, and must keep. That we have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. No adultery, right? You know full well you cannot do that. Certain things are maybe you won't know, low one that'll happen to any of you brothers, because that's fucking terrible. But you can just ask, and just be is what it is, You can ask, be forthright, and don't fucking lie to me, and just ask. You don't have to be like that, because I might, I might open up a whole new can of worms. Oh, why are you being so nice? You guys, you guys like that. But moving on, wise men will hear and will increase learning, and the man understanding shall attain to wise counsels, to understand a proverb and in their interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. Right, so Proverbs, mashal, parable, proverbial saying, aphorism, byword, similitude, poem, ethical maxims, ethical wisdom, proverb. The word fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Absolutely, that's why you get an Actually, no, we're not going to get that one. I like this one. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 35. Whoso findeth me findeth life and shall obtain favor of the Lord. Talking about wisdom, which is Yahushai, right? Stands at the door, right? And, if any man will knock, he'll sup with you, and so on and so forth. It talks about our relation, first chapter. Peter sinned against me wrong with his own soul, and all they that hate me love death. And so all these people out here, we say Yahushua, they grimace and say, ugh, what is he talking about? We say names of Yahushua, they grimace, ugh, oh, Yahushua are both black men, with woolly beards and woolly hair, and they have beards, not gay, white men, fucking damn near butt ass naked with long blonde hair. It's just not true. These paintings that you guys have, shit's fucking gay. Fucking long ass hair, shaved face. Yahushua would never be having anything like that. Now, I mean, there's certain things where you have brothers that can grow a beard, right? But we can, if you can grow a beard, you have them, and we don't have the long hair. The only people that could technically have long hair are Nazarites. You people out there, long ass hair, y'all not know Nazarites. You don't even know anything about the scriptures. And you got these chicks wearing dreads, and that's just another can of worms. I was talking to one coworker I had yesterday. So, you need to grow out your hair. He said, you should get dreads. And I was just I was so good to the point, dreads are fucking disgusting. That shit, he had it, and it's that shit, just even looking at it, so it's fucking dry, matted hair, that's fucked off, man. I don't want that shit on my head. And I was yeah, maybe I'll go for braids, but I know I ain't going for no braids, man. And I asked, the girls did the long hair. So yeah, bro, they love them. Just I'm definitely not getting long hair. Fuck all that. My hair length right now is good, and if it gets too overboard, I think I talked to one brother. He said, you can, maybe even it out a little bit, but not shape up, Remember, it's not a shape up. That's trimming and evening up your hair, right? Because if it's too long, you even it out. You just don't shape it up, you even it out. So you have it long. You don't have it at such a long length. Moving on, so that we get in a little bit more here. Listen, hear the instruction of thy father, forsake not the law of thy mother, for they should be honored by grace and for thy neck, chains about thy neck. Right? Because I think I remember reading something else, is that Solomon actually wrote this for his children, and that's why they said things like this. Or so I heard. It's not really, we can only extrapolate. My son, it says, entice thee, consent thou not. Right? Consent. Abba, willing consent. Right? They say consent for sex and stuff. We're all adults here, so I'm just gonna say it. Right? With consent and stuff, and you have to have their consent. Right? And then, do whatever. It's, that's what it means. So don't be yeah, let's go. They say, hey, let's go fucking rob a bank. Yeah, bro, I'm really allergic to, what I mean? They say, oh, bro, you want to smoke weed? Nah, bro, I'm allergic. I got asthma. Oh, okay, bro, that's cool. Yeah, have fun. They say, come with us, let us wait privately for blood, let us lick privately for the innocent of our cause, let us swallow them up alive. It's the grave and whole. There's those that go down to the pit, right? To the pit. Prison. It's probably mean more grave. Yeah, it's a grave. Alive is the pit, those that go down. Oh, there's one that's those that go down to the dungeon or cistern, well. Okay. We can look at that in NLT version. Let's check that out. Alright. Pretty sure. Okay, at Ephesians. I think I maybe read that again. Piles on the train. Gotta do better. Yeah, let's go. So swallow the whole, those that go down to the pit of death. Okay. Alright, the pit of death. Is that the grave? What's the pit of death? Because you're just going here into the well. Some got people go down to the well, right? But you have the pit of death. So I guess you mean pit, prison, cisterns, a stone. Go to sepulture. So that could be it. If it's a sepulture, okay, I will give him that. You can just say sepulture. Don't like. I don't like I like when people. They make me think about that fucking Greek shit. We shall find all substance per substance. We shall fill our house with spoil. Cast not lot among us. Let us all have one purse. My son, walk not thou in the way with them. Refrain thy foot from their path. For their feet run to evil. To make haste to shed blood. Surely in vain the net is spread in the sight of any bird, and they lay wait for their own blood. They look privately for their own lives. So are the ways of everyone that is greedy of gain, which taketh away the life of the owners thereof. Right? Because of this, right? It's book of Proverbs 21:16. A man that wanders by the way of understanding shall be in a congregation of the dead. Right? Because they're going to be in that spiritual dead state. That's going to lead to the actual death, because the wages of sin is death. So don't follow them. You get a little bit more here. Wasn't Christ without shall have voice in the streets. Described in the sheep place of concourse and openings of the gates in the city shout the word saying, how long you simple ones we love simplicity, and the scorners delight in scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Right? That's the book of Isaiah 58:1. Cry loud, spare not, lift up the voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Right? And the rest is talking about how Jake, this is more talk about the southern kingdom that was still there. They were acting righteous, but in reality they were still wicked. I think the northern kingdom might have gotten removed by now. If this is Isaiah 58, I think they were removed probably by like the 30s. I think they got into they go into like Sennacherib in like the 30s. And Sennacherib came after what the fuck was his name, dude? Tiglath-Pileser. Tiglath-Pileser, and then some other fucking guy, dude. Fuck, what the fuck was his name, bro? Damn. Shalmaneser. Then he had someone under him that continued it. See, I gotta go back into this. See, this is Shalmaneser, but there was someone that came after him and ruled for some time. And then I think after that you get it, Sennacherib. At least that's what I remember. You gotta go back into these things. So, how long will you? See, that's why you gotta wake up. You gotta stay awake. Can't be falling asleep out here. Only you see the ones we love simplicity and scores light and scoring fools hate knowledge, right? The eye shall see their teachers. We're out here on the streets. The chief place of concourse. Every sincere brother that you see out here, we're all out here in the chief place of concourse. You look at where the elders and apostles camp, right? They're not camping in the bushes somewhere. They're camping in the street. People walk by. And when people walk by, yes, you're going to have to say some words with them. You're going to have to swap some sentences. You can't be, all mean. You gotta, be respectful and cordial. Something to turn away wrath, but you don't have to deal with bullshit at the same time. People just come up, smile and say, just keep walking. I'm not gonna hurt you, I'm not gonna touch you, but so you keep walking. You just go. Cause I don't have time for dumb shit. You're not even saying anything. You're just smiling and fucking laughing and shit. Like fucking rock out. And fucking drunk people too. Cause if you weren't drunk, full well you're gonna be doing that dumb shit. 10 a.m. I proof, right? Which you're not supposed to be doing. There's nothing wrong with drinking. It's just don't be walking around the street drunk. Be drunk in your house. You used to ask me, alcohol. It's don't be drunk. Walk around. You shouldn't be getting drunk, period. But don't be drinking outside. Drink in your house. But She not be truthful enough that she is like, she don't know, we had some fucking conversations like, oh, so I'm thinking about drinking and blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, but like, don't be drinking outside. Don't be ridiculous. Because I have called me, I refused. I stretched out my hand and regarded, but you said no, my counsel would not have my proof. I also laugh at your calamity. I'll mock when your fear cometh. When your fear comes to desolation, your destruction comes to the whirlwind. When distress and anguish comes upon you, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me. Right? Amos 8 and 10. I think it's Amos 8, 10. Famine, the word. You're not gonna find that. You're not gonna find this truth. And then you got. Ecclesiastes 12 and 1. Remember now they created these so that you, for the evil days come nigh, and the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say I have no pleasure in them. But the sun of the light of the moon, the stars be darkened, of the clouds return after the rain. Right, so when all hell breaks loose, man, for these evil days come, remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth. Of course, not all of us are going to be come to truth in your youth. I don't think I heard and watched a single JMS video till I was like probably like in my late teens to early 20s, and then that's when I really started to like learn. But it's been a process, it's all a process. Like, you learn, you watch videos, you kind of like watching the sidelines, and in time eventually participate. Because while I was first learning the truth, I wasn't living in I wasn't living in New York. I was living elsewhere, and there was no brothers nearby. There was like brothers in like Albany or something, but that was like 2 hours away by bus. I couldn't drive yet, and even if I could drive, I would just go down there. But I just didn't have the money back then. Like, I couldn't take a bus trip like just willy-nilly like that, and I also worked too, so it's just like it's kind of fucked. But if I was still down there, I would have made a way to get myself down to Albany at least once a month, or a couple times a month, maybe 2 times, because only 4 weeks in the month, so you go two weeks out of the month. That's better than 0. For they that hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord, and they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord, they would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Right? And how's the reproof coming? Right? Through the men of the Lord, right? On the street corners. Right? We're the ones out there reproving, saying, hey, get right. Hey, this shit is coming down. I've read that article that the EU, they're saying, oh, we're in danger of dying, which the EU isn't, like completely. I mean, there's not like, so I say, there's not, like, it's not. We don't know if more nations are gonna fall out of the EU, and you got like Brexit and shit like that, which they're still in NATO, right? They were actually one of the founding members, but I mean, if more nations fall out of EU, that would be interesting. But the EU as a thing isn't gonna like completely dissolve. But they're saying that it was pretty much mismanaged and not ran well. And that's what Emmanuel Macron was complaining about, the French president, right? So therefore shall they eat the fruit of their own way, be filled with their own devices. So they shall eat they shall pretty much reap what they sow. For the turning away the simple shall slay them. For simpletons turn away from me to death, right? Prosperity of fools shall destroy them, right? NLT verse, for simpletons turn away from me to death, fools are destroyed by their own complacency, right? Whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil, right? So that's what it is, right? And that's the benefits of following this truth. The scriptures talk about, you should make your enemies to be at peace with you. Even I notice with certain things at work, right? Like people that were kind of not really nice to me, people in managerial positions above me, they may not have been very nice to me when I first started, but now that I've like been here a couple times now, they're like really chill. and they don't bother me. Actually, it looks like they don't bother anybody. So maybe, maybe they got fucking hammered, come down, but maybe they bother some other people, but they don't bother me. And I'm like, okay, that's wonderful. But it is what it is. You just, a job is a job. You do that job for a little bit, then you get a better one, and then you do that one. There's no fucking loyalty. You don't fucking stay loyal to these people. One of the big things, man, is let me see if I get into that gig work. The post I was talking about, man. Driving Ubers. I don't know if I want to do that, but because it's just me. If I was to do that, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to have enough to get my own place just doing that. I have to do a couple more things too, but I'm gonna let that be that. This is Proverbs 1. We'll go on tomorrow. Or whatever the Lord wills. You get Proverbs 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so forth. When it's 5 shalom.